I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
I
am
am California of the past.
Hi, I'm Mickey Gallivan, and I'm president of the Historical Society of Pomona Valley and kind of an active preservationist in Pomona. What I'd like to talk about is the backwards house on Hacienda Place. By backwards, I mean that the back of the house actually faces the street. In the 70s, we acquired the Casa Primera property, and after we had restored the adobe there, and we had moved the Barbara Greenwood Kindergarten, we wanted somebody on the site to protect it. After all, these are two very valuable assets to the Pomona Valley. So someone donated, it's a rather large piece of property, and there was a house that was going to be torn down, and the railroad donated that house to us over in South Pomona. And we were planning on moving it. But right before it was supposed to be moved, it burned down. Apparently some homeless got in there and they were smoking or something, and they caught it on fire. There had been a lot of protest from Hacienda Place about moving this old dilapidated house into their lovely neighborhood. Most of the houses there were built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they're ranch-style houses. And we were going to move an old craftsman in there. To make things worse, the mayor of Pomona, Mayor Baker, lived next door, and he was not happy at all about having this house next to him. So there was kind of a rumor going down around, more of a joke, because nobody seriously believed that he burned the house down, but he was kind of accused of it publicly in kind of a joking way several times about, well, you're going to get your way one way or another, and having to stoop to arson, things like that. Well, while this is going on and we're feeling upset about losing this house, Kasparovich, who was a architect in Pomona, there was another house that became vacant and it was going to be demolished. And he was on the board of the Historical Society. So one night he just moved it in and he put it on a foundation and he set it in there backwards, and there were a bunch of tall trees along Hacienda Place. And it was several days before anybody even noticed it was there. Now, many years later, the house is a really cute little 3-bedroom craftsman house. Lots of really neat built-ins in original condition, and people will say, why in the world is that house in there backwards? You know, it would be so much nicer if when you drove down Hacienda you saw the front of the house. But that's why it's in there backwards, was because it was a camouflage.